Welcome to day 2344 of What Shift You Now. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. And today we're talking about, in the Let's Grow Annual Challenge, Inquire, step 5 of the growing process. We're doing one thing every day in the challenge to grow in an area or aspect of our life. And this month, we are going through focusing on our relationships, the area of relationships in our life framework. I have a 9-part life framework that I've used for the 9 parts I've just used since 2021. But prior to that, from the 1980s on, I've used a 7-part life framework. And this month we're focusing on relationships. I think next month is financial. I have to peek ahead. I map out the whole year, and then usually at the end of the month or the beginning of the new month, I start going through and plugging in my topics for the month. And that's why I like to focus on and use my life framework. It makes creating content easier than if I didn't have a framework or a guide to help me do it. I have all kinds of tools and strategies that I personally use, and I try to share them in my challenges. I share them in this segment so that other people can benefit from the things that have helped me, or they can try them out and say, yeah, that's not for me. I'm not going to use that. So many tools out there, literally hundreds of thousands of tools and techniques and frameworks and strategies. So how do you go about picking them? Well, you see people that have used them successfully. You listen to them and you say, okay, I'm going to test this and tweak it and see if it adds value to my life. And if it does, great. And if it doesn't, let it go. My 1-year-old granddaughter sings Let It Go all the time. It's the cutest thing I've ever seen. And then she spins around and puts her little arms out like she's shooting ice. It's from the Frozen series. Very fun. I guess it's not a series, it's a movie. 2 movies, and I guess there's another one coming out in a few years. All right, that has nothing to do with what we're talking about today. For the challenge, Inquire step, we are taking what we wondered about yesterday. We're actually taking action on it, and we're asking or investigating to try to find out the answer to the question about an area or aspect of our relationships. Shared some skills that enhance relationships that we can use to inquire. But our action item today is to actually take action and inquire and find out the answer to something that we're wondering about our relationship, right? For Supersize Your Business, we're talking about social media algorithm strategies, and that social media changes all the time. But there are strategies we can use that will always help us perform well and stay ahead of any automated systems and algorithm changes that different social media platforms will decide to randomly put out there. And there are, and I will admit, I do not keep track of or stay ahead of the algorithms anymore. Mostly, I do the things that I know the algorithms like and social media platforms like, and that keeps me in good standing with the platforms that I choose to participate on. We talked about choose which ones you're going to participate on. No one can participate in thousands of platforms. I mean, maybe somebody's got a product that they sell that puts everything out there, but each platform's different. And so how you show up on that platform will come off as really fake if you're using the exact same strategy across all the platforms. So talking about that, it's Friday in my neck of the woods. Not sure what day of the week it is for you right now, depending on where you're listening to me and what time of day you're listening to me. I create my content generally, I would say 99.95% of the time, first thing in the morning, but there are days when I have things scheduled like doctor appointments. I got an eye doctor appointment again today. Hopefully I can get off couch potato status because it is driving me bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. If you can imagine that. I think bonkers is a technical term. All right, but that means today I still have time available should you need or have a question. Best way to reach me again, Voxer app on your phone. It's a walkie-talkie app. Why do I like that? Because I'm legally blind. And so instead of having to read something or figure something out, or heaven forbid, go through my email, because that is a nightmare for me personally, the best way to reach me is to just push the button, ask a question, and guess what? I get back to you usually right away. Unless I'm in a training, a meeting, or in a doctor appointment, I will get back to you. And I guarantee together we will figure out your next step. Absolutely, positively. All right. Have an awesome day. And I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.